Hello, circus friends! It's me, Tracy, from the circus office, and guess what? We have puppies! Yay, puppies! Sarah and Teddy had their puppies on the 28th. It was in the middle of the morning. It started at like 1 a.m. So she was actually in labor on the 27th, and she had them on the 28th. And we have 4 beautiful bouncing baby puppies. They are not really bouncing, but I just said that. They're fawn. We have 1 boy, 3 girls, and they're awesome. And I've been weighing them 3 times a day since they were born. Weight's going great. Growth curves going up. That's awesome. It's a great thing. She's with them all the time. When she has to potty outside, they go in their incubator, and they're kept under the heat lamp. My daughter says kind of like the fries at McDonald's, right? I guess so. You got to keep them warm. That's like a big issue with puppies, and I'll do another video about that. There's something called faded puppy syndrome, and I try really, really, really hard to avoid that. So anyway, so they're good. They got oxygen in their little incubator a little bit just to help them out, but nobody really needs it. I mean, they're not sick or anything. They're very healthy, and I will, let's see, we've got 3 girls, 1 boy. The boy he's got a blue collar, and we call him Pixel. The girls, we've got one with a pink collar that we call Penelope, or Little Penny. One with a purple collar that we call Paisley. And one with like a chartreuse kind of green lime color collar, and she is Pixie. So they're all P names. My daughter Leah helped me with the labor. She was up most of the time because she was so excited she couldn't go to sleep. She is going into the 7th grade. And these puppies are her world too, so she's just as nutty as I am about them. But she stayed up most of the night helping, and she said, "Mom, what about Pixel and Pixie?" And I thought, that's really cute. It's something different. So that's what we went with. And then I thought of Paisley and Penelope because I don't know where that came from. We were looking up P names, trying to think of something kind of unusual. So that's where that came from. Let's see. When the dogs are in the last week or so of their pregnancy, it's typically 63 days they're pregnant, but when they're in the last week or so, you take their temperature twice a day. And their temperature is normally between like 100 and 102. That's their normal temperature. But when it dips to like 98, 99-ish, you know that they're going to have their puppies within like a day or 2. You know that's how you know it's time. And so far, with every dog I've had that has ever went into labor, it's been like that, like clockwork. So 27th, I took Sarah's temperature, and it dropped. It was 99, exactly. And it had been like 101. So I was like, this must be it. About an hour and a half later, she started her panting, and she's sitting on the couch with me, and just every couple minutes, maybe 10 minutes, she would be like, you know, just like a dog does. But usually they do it when they're out of breath because they're hot or they've run and played and they're out of breath. But she was just sitting on the couch doing that. And you kind of know when you see that in your breeder, you know that means, uh-oh, it's here. My fam all went to bed at about 10 o'clock that night, and Leah and I stayed up in the living room floor in the whelping box and delivered these puppies. Leah was the one that wrote down all the weights and colors and times so that I would have the birth times and birth weights and all that, and I'm the one that did all the messy work. So but Miss Sarah was a trooper. It was great. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I mean, I had plans. I wanted to video part of the labor, not like the puppies coming out, but just like what I do and how it all works and everything. But it was hands-on, and I didn't have an extra hand. So we had, she would start pushing. She would stand up, and I could see her tummy like pushing. And so I would like bear hug her with my hands gently, just gently. I wouldn't like squeeze like toothpaste or anything, but like gently on her belly, and I would say, "Push, Sarah, push." And when I would say that, I could feel her like pushing harder, just because, you know, she knew that that's what she was doing. And oh my gosh, I know you're gonna think, what an idiot, you got in her way, but I don't think I did, because she looks at me with those eyes, and it's like she's asking me, help, is this normal? What do I do? You know, help. She doesn't know, like, she knows what's going on. Obviously, this is not her first rodeo, but like, she looks to me whenever she makes a decision for reassurance, and to see if I'm like approving what she's doing. So we were there for moral support. We were there for cheerleading. We were there for, oh my gosh, how many times did we say, good girl, Sarah, good girl, Sarah? You know, I mean, like, it had to have helped in some way. Yeah, I mean, I cannot imagine. I asked my daughter when it was all over, because this is the first one that my daughter had helped with, and I said, do you think Sarah could have did this alone? And she said, well, yeah, all dogs can do it alone, and I agree, they can. But I really think it was better with me there, because she needed that little moral support, and she needed her human, and she needed those atta girls, and she needed, you know, we kept bringing her dishes of water and treats, but she didn't eat anything. She didn't want to eat, but it went really well. So we've got 3 girls and 1 boy, and they'll be ready to go home around July the 20 something. I have to look at the date again. I looked at it this morning, but I can't remember. I think it's July the 25th or somewhere. They'll be 8 weeks old. I have someone interested in the boy, although there's no deposit yet. So if you're interested in any of the puppies, give me a call. My number is on my profile, or you can message me or just let me know. I'm going to do these puppies just like I've done all the other litters every week, probably the day they were born. So let's see, they were born on Sunday morning. I'll probably do an updated picture and video every Sunday. And I'll post like each puppy individual, maybe a picture or 2, a close-up of them, as cute as I could possibly make them, because you know that's how I fly, right? And then I'll do a video of kind of all of them together. But understand, I can do more when they get a little older, because right now my husband's like, they look like ew, but they don't look ew, they're beautiful. But he thinks all newborn things are kind of strange looking. Their eyes are not open. That doesn't happen until they're about 2 weeks old. And I really don't like to mess with them a lot. I don't like to pose them or put bows on them or do anything weird to them until they're a little older, because right now they're newborns, and newborns are delicate and they need their mama. And so I'm going to take some pictures, but I'm going to be respectful of Sarah, and I'm going to be respectful of the puppies, and I don't want to manipulate them too much and move them around too much. So the better pictures come after their eyes open. Other than that, it's been a busy weekend. Everybody's doing great. Sarah's doing great. It's so strange. She looks like she's lost all her baby weight. I mean, she still has her TTs, her milkers, but as far as all her body weight and stuff and her liquid, she's back to her regular size. We never had an ultrasound with this litter, which is weird because it's the first litter that did not get ultrasound. And the veterinarian had just palpated her belly, and he said he was able to feel 5 or 6. So only 4 came out, and it was a little strange, and I was like, okay, this is weird. Actually, only 3 came out. You know, they were coming out like 20 minutes apart, and then that last one took like an hour and a half, and she wasn't pushing at all, like the whole time, like the hour and a half. It's not like she was struggling for an hour and a half and it finally came out. Like she was over it. She was like, oh, okay, I'm done, you know. And then all of a sudden, about an hour and a half later, she got up and started pushing again. And so we got that 4th one out. But that's all there was. So, I mean, science is exact, but I guess human error, right? He felt and said that he felt 5 or 6, and there were only 4. It's going to be a great litter. They're small enough of a size of a litter where I can give them more attention, which is great. We worked on potty training. We're starting now. We're potty training. I'm kidding. I'm being respectful of Sarah, but as soon as they can walk, we start litter pen training. They're going to start their ENS today. I think I did a video on that. Maybe not. I need to. There's little things we do to each puppy every day for several minutes on each puppy where it stimulates their their neurological system, so that they can be a better puppy, a better dog. It's something I think that was designed by the military to make them better dogs. Basically, you take each puppy and you're going to pick it up and you're going to hold it head up for a few seconds. And then you're going to lay it on its back and hold it on its back for a few seconds. And then the one they absolutely hate, you're going to tip it upside down and hold it head down for a few seconds. And I mean, you've got a grip, so you're not going to drop it. You're going to be careful. And then you take a Q-tip and you pick a paw. You rotate paws every day. So one day I might do left foot, or right hand or something. I say hands, you know, their paws. And you just kind of take the Q-tip and you just kind of like rub it in between their toes and stuff just to give them that sensation. And then the other thing you do is you get I keep in the nursery, I've got a freezer, like a little mini fridge, but it has a freezer. I keep a bowl of water and I freeze it, and it's always in the freezer. And when it's time to do this, I'll take it out of the freezer, add a little bit of water, let it sit a minute while I weigh them all and everything. And then I put a washcloth in it. Let that sit a few minutes. So basically you're putting a washcloth in a frozen bucket of water, with ice at the bottom, water at the top. Then when I'm done weighing everybody, I take the washcloth out, I wring it out really good, and I lay it on their little pad thing. So each dog, one at a time, is set on the freezing washcloth. I mean, it sounds absolutely horrible, but it's not, I promise. It's from day 3 to, I think, day 16. And you let them on the washcloth, I think you count to 10 seconds, and let them, if they wiggle around or move around, that's great, because it's, you know, they're moving around. But it's you're giving them the temperature stimulation, you're giving them the in between the toes stimulation, you're doing the you're doing the different ways, upside down, right side up, and you're kind of like working on their neurological system to build a better dog. And this is done every day with each puppy until they're 16 days old. And if you get a puppy from me, you'll see in the packet there's going to be like a pamphlet about this and what it does and how I do it and all that great stuff. And it'll say, congratulations, your pup has graduated from this. So blah, that's a lot of information. I know, I meant for this to be short. I will get back to my puppies. I appreciate you guys immensely. If you are interested in a puppy from the new litter, please let me know. I also have Biddy. Biddy is expecting again, but she is 2 months out. She just, you know, I mean, she just breeded, so that's going to be a while down the line. But she'll have black and fawns, so we'll see how that goes. Miss Daisy Moo is a Frenchie, and she is expecting. Well, we haven't gotten the pregnancy test yet. We're going to get that done. She should be about 3 weeks in, but we're going to get the test to find out officially that she's expecting, and I'll let you know. I'll update you on that. But thanks for watching. If you found any of this interesting or fun or maybe even entertaining, please like my page and follow me. I would love to make more videos like this, and I will know that it is useful if you like my page and like my video. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next time at the circus. Bye-bye.